In this video, we're going to label each triangle and then work out which trig ratio to have to use. So for the first triangle, XVW, first thing I do is I label the triangle. So here is my angle here, X. So the side opposite I'm going to label op. The longest side, which is opposite the right angle, is the hypotenuse, so I'm going to label that hype. And the last side is therefore adj. I've labelled the triangle, so now I write down SOHCAHTOA, where S stands for sine, the C stands for cos, the T stands for tan, and the O, the A, and the H for opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. Now, I'm going to go and tick the O's, the A's, and the H's, and I tick the ones where I have information for it. What do I mean by information? Well, I mean, have I got any numbers or any letters against one of those sides? So in this question here, I know the opposite. I know the opposite is 10, so I'm going to tick the O's. I also know the hypotenuse. I know that is 14, so I'm going to tick the H's. I don't know anything about the adjacent. So now I've done my ticking, I then underline and I pick the trig ratio which has 2 ticks next to it. So in this case, the sine, the so part, the O and the H are ticked, so this must be my trig ratio. So sine angle is equal to op over hype is my answer. Right, let's move on to the second triangle, PQR. First thing I do, I label it. So the angle I know about is this one here. So the angle the side opposite it is this one. The hypotenuse is the longest side, and the remaining side is the adjacent. Next I write down SOHCAHTOA, and I tick the O, H's and A's where I have information. Well, for the opposite here, I know that it's called X, so I tick the O's. Hypotenuse, I don't know anything about. I don't have a letter or a number, so don't tick those. And the adjacent, I know, is 10 centimeters, so I tick the A's. Then I pick the ratio which has 2 ticks next to it. So the so only has one, the O. The ca only has the A, but the toa has both the O and the A ticked. So I'm going to pick this one, and if you remember, that means that it's tan angle is equal to op, because that was on top, over adj, and that's my answer.